semi-finals of the Shanghai Masters. Zhao getting us underway. And this is a special atmosphere. Alan McManus, good afternoon to you.
And many a long day. Yeah, as you say, the other side of the arena, we've got 3 of the last 4 world champions on 7 or 8 months. And a terrific occasion in prospect.
In 2013, when he beat Zhao Guodong, the first all-Chinese ranking final of
one. Four.
Or at least the ideal opportunity.
World champion ahead of that match.
25.
And it will be, it's very much the exception to the rule last season. World title, he'd won the UK, he'd won the German Masters,
32.
so everyone knew how good he was. And the way he was able to take down with plenty to spare on both occasions was hugely impressive.
39.
Every shot plays it pretty much the same.
46.
That's such a lovely touch around. That was a clever way of
knocking in the long red, got that handy kiss on the yellow.
$61.
Dispatched
69.
with a century.
He made 22 last season. Of course, he had qualifying, lost to Murphy in a decider, and then took him almost a calendar month from the 7th of April on the 5th of May.
92.
Playing at a lovely pace. Tong. Easy as you like.
$109. $112. $116. $121. $127.
Seemingly
Zhao Xintong.
what a start. Ding came through an eventful match with Zhang Anda. That wasn't the best break-off. He's brought a red up the table. Well, the red goes in, but Eve, because having not struck the break-off as he wanted to, he would have feared the worst there with Zhao knocking that initial red in. Straight off the back of...
Again, against that baulk cushion. He knows the danger that Xintong possesses from distance. Yeah, good pot, but it looks like being end the break.
The respective winners of these two semi-finals in Shanghai in this evening session will... We already know that Mark Selby will play Ali Carter after their respective wins earlier over Judd Trump and Zhao.
He seemed to do it regularly. There you go. He's so dangerous if you leave anything. Yeah, not this time. Perhaps, you know,
there's always danger. Just shows the wisdom of playing the shot he did to put Ding in trouble. First amateur player, of course, ever to win the World Championship. There would have been an audience upwards of 150 million here.
Just get rid of one or two of them. Again, everything, not everything, but a few to that right corner at the moment. Just cover traffic almost. Get it out into the open. So this will be the first little test.
21.
But he's quite careful, you know, as to the shot selection. Always again playing on it. He does that.
37.
Maybe pink.
43.
It's a measure of how conducive conditions have been to heavy scoring. The breaks have been flying in. Not this time. That break was just becoming steadily more tricky positionally, but it's a very healthy lead. Not the best shot from Ding. So much the better start here.
Zhao Xintong 6 in the frame.
And Ding Junhui can see.
Knew he was going to leave a very difficult red for Ding.
But it was a beautifully clean pot. Really well struck.
Needs another though. No, that's very good. a certain way. So
6.
he has options. I actually think here
it was a big deal for Ding to win the international championship.
14.
And that was a very positive shot. And it looked
20. $106. $32.
But he's just about dribbled the red in. High excitement next door. Ronnie goes. This has actually been a really good response in the first 2 frames.
46.
Leading both the pink and the black. And the back double right in the middle. And look, deal from the 7 times world champion. Looking for a 6th Shanghai Masters title, O'Sullivan, and what a start he's made. That was a very, I beg your pardon, it's actually a re-spotted black, so the frame isn't over yet. That was just to tie the frame. Oh.
61.
Meanwhile, Ding Junhui has... Very good.
78.
Completely.
$76.
And Kyron Wilson has just knocked in a tremendous long-range re-spotted black, so he has actually leveled. 1 apiece then. Wilson O'Sullivan, and it's going to be 2-1 Zhao, but this is a really impressive response. He made a couple in his victory in the previous round. He's missed that black, so no century. Well, slightly disappointed not to make a century, but 84 nevertheless to make it 2-1. Now looking to restore parity at the interval.
contact, just relying a little bit of good fortune, which he hasn't got. I must confess, it was a strange pace to play.
1.
This is what's important.
7.
That said, Long Zhuang certainly played well against it. Had that little bit extra. I don't think Slessor could have played any better in defeat in that match, actually. He played outstandingly well. But when a fan extended him to 13-10, but again, you always felt he had enough in the tank to come through. And then 13-5 over, winning the second session 8-0. On his way to that 70 against Mark Williams, who won the first 4 frames of the concluding session, but Zhao wrapped it all up.
$27. 35.
It's a beautiful.
43.
Yeah, that'll do very nicely.
He looks so silly at a very sprightly pace.
55.
Just looks so in control of his emotions at the time.
63.
And there was an air of inevitability about
71.
Meanwhile, Ronnie O'Sullivan needs a snooker.
79. $87. 95.
So the blue. And what a session of snooker this has been. Whirlwind stuff with a total clearance.
101.
Ding hit back impressively to win frame 3 with 80 expensive. He's playing like a world champion, Alan.
He just doesn't look capable of missing. And I think in part, yes, the ability is one thing. But again, just every time he's had to manoeuvre the cue ball, he's did it in such a way where he's leaving 2, 3.
114. 119. 125.
A second total clearance of the mini session. This has been Snooker champion. 3-1 up on Ding Junhui, playing his first Shanghai Masters Quarter-Final. Zhao Ding, a 2 times champion in this tournament.
One. Seven.
Not a sitter, but no problem.
Running. Of course, he got a free ball in frame 3 and stole it on the black. Wilson coming back and stand then for the rocket. We'll keep you posted. Meanwhile, after Ding missed the long red at the start of this.
23.
On table 2, Ronnie O'Sullivan's quest to get those snookers looks like have ended. Well, we can, I think, forgive him. He's gonna have to happen fairly quickly.
1.
but the margins are so fine, aren't they? Especially given...
1. Seven. 15. 23.
This next red doesn't really want to mess with the pack and played it to perfection. Looks like the red on there. It's one of those you don't really want to be going into the bunch of 4 unless you absolutely have to. Yeah, be playing on the loose one, I would think.
To teeth by his opponent, it's going to be very costly.
39.
.51 left. Can't imagine Ding will be coming back to the table.
Zhao Xintong, 46 in the frame.
And sure enough, the former... And this is surely a must-win frame now for the former UK and Masters champion. Again, not the best break-off, and is there a gap?
1.
He's a former champion. So it's Selby against Carter in the last 4. And they've got T-Sports 4 with commentary.
5. 13.
When you give them chances without making them work for them, like Ding has done a couple, 2 or 3 times in this match, and as we've seen it the whole tournament long, it in some ways becomes almost a one-shot frame. If you make a silly mistake on things like the break-off shot, your safety play in general, and in Ding's case so far today, it hasn't been strong of it. I know it's not easy, but he just hasn't been able to make him work hard enough.
Centuries, and that's 6 more than in any previous Shanghai Masters in its entirety. And this is only favourable for high breaks.
35. 43.
Yeah, this might be Ding's only chance. It feels like it's going to be done and dusted. Well, thankfully for
The player going into the Reds has not seen them split favourably. But just the safety then from Zhao Xintong. A very handy lead though, keeping the pressure on Ding. 50.
Foul. Zhao Xintong, 4.
No problem. As though it was over the pocket.
out, actually, it is unreal. So I beg your pardon, there's 6 other reds on there, so Ding can breathe again for the time being.
Attended to. Oh, and he's caught that way too thick. He's really struggling at the moment, Ding.
red on the left cushion. Well, it was a natural to avoid it. The cue ball's found a path back to.
But now,
and off to left middle's an option as well, even if he hits the red. He's actually playing with a half chance of, as long as he doesn't go in off in the far corner. He'll take that. That's not the worst result. All right.
but he's got to get in first. For once, though, Zhao not quite able to be clinical in.
Side cushion and just keep things locked down for the time being.
Yes, just a few.
Yeah, okay. Decent red.
And Ding edging his way back into contention in this match.
Yeah, it was a big ask, that one. And now Xintong may play the cross double.
So Zhao will need both reds now to make sure. There's one of them. Well, he actually only needs the black. And
Zhao Xintong, 8.
a vital one for Ding to win.
It's big trouble. Ah, good hit. Well played. Very well done.
And then it goes right in the middle. He is deadly from distance. And his break of 84 to win the third frame. But aside from that, it's been a frustrating evening for him. Very clever shot. And good to see Ding fighting on. That's a good hit. And you'd have to say on the balance of play, that's about right. Ding, aside from one excellent break of 84, hasn't...
Yeah, that was beautifully played. You expect nothing less from... Oh, just try and dig in. I know it's difficult, you know, but Ali Carter has shown us, hasn't he, last few days, albeit from 5-2. As Phil said, a chance to get back into the frame and perhaps pinch it. He didn't believe
in business. But there have just been too many mistakes like that today from Ding.
Zhao Xintong, 1.
But he's playing. Now, is he on the black? Oh, he is. He's perfect.
He played it. He was a wild card.
9.
Of course, we had 4 of those from China who started out in this. He was only 15 when he first tasted, or the youngest, I should say, world champion since Sean Murphy won the title back in 2005. Matches so far here, just picking up where he left off at the Crucible.
The match started as, you know, the amount of matches, the run that he's on before this match. So it's an incredible run that stretches back pretty much 10 months. And there's no sign of it.
And then a further 132 total clearance.
40.
And Ding Junhui. And he may have run out of chances to do so.
48.
Such an inspiration. He has laid the path for the tremendous years. None more talented than this young man. What a performance again from Zhao Xintong, showcasing his tremendous break builder, real panache about the way he makes his breaks. All the attributes needed to be a superstar. And looking to set the seal on this victory.
'86. '93. '96.
For a hat-trick of tons, in goes the brown.
100. 105. 111.
And if he makes some stopping in his bid for a first Shanghai Masters title, World Champion Zhao Xintong turning it on in front of his home crowd and defeating his